The journey from great to greatest is a never-ending quest. It's a relentless pursuit that begins before dawn, 7 days a week. A split-second decision can change a season. But victory is never the final destination. Each triumph pushes me to new heights, where I compete with the world's best, to battle again, to create history again. Witness the journey from great to greatest. December 4th, Longines International Jockeys Championship.
Yes, it is Hong Kong's time to shine this week with racing at Happy Valley and Sha Tin for the Longines IJC on Wednesday night at Happy Valley, and then we're off to Sha Tin for the HKIR races on Sunday. Welcome to an extended version of Racing to Win as we preview the 4 legs of the IJC on Wednesday night. Paul Alley is here, Tom Wood joins us too, and Tom, I've got the 2-legged and the 4-legged heroes in town.
We do, Mark. Hello to you and everyone. It's the night of all nights at Happy Valley. The place will be jam-packed. The beer garden will be rocking through the course of the night, and 12 of the best from around the world do battle in terms of the Jockeys Championship. Vincent Ho last year. Who will it be this year?
We will find out across the course of the 4 races. Paul Alley joins us also, and it is always a great night at the Valley, but this one tops them all.
It does. This is the one that the crowd come to, and it's just going to be a really good night of racing. And there's a lot of unknowns of these jockeys coming from different jurisdictions coming here. Plenty of money floating around as well. 5 million into the triple trio. That should get to 10 million. And also 3 million going into the 6-up win bonus. And that should get over 6 million as well. So a couple of good jackpots.
Nothing but good when it comes to Wednesday night at Happy Valley, which looks this way. We do have an earlier start time with 9 races, but plenty of festivities going on. And the Railers in the A-course position for meeting number 26. The first race gets underway at 6:30. 4 races on this extended Racing to Win races. 4, 5, 7 and 8, the 4 legs of the Longines IJC to preview. We start though, Tom, with previous winners, and as you said, it's Vincent Ho looking for back-to-back wins.
Yes, and he is here as the defending champion. You've got Tom Marquardt and Sylvester de Souza a couple of years ago. Zac Purton looking to etch his name back on that trophy after victories in 2020 and 2021. And Karis Teaton, who's got a good book of rides through the 4 legs. He was a winner going back about 5 years ago.
Paul, here is the list for this year's IJC starters list, as we've got the teams below as well.
Yeah, exactly. Look, best in the world, all sort of corners of the globe as well. Plenty of European influence. We've got Australasian in there as well. So, look, there's the 4 top, well, the Hong Kong ones there, the first 4, and they'll be trying to do the home city proud.
Scoring system: 12 for a win, 6 for a second and 4 for a third to find the winner at the end of the 4 races. Only fitting though that we start this preview with the king of the IJC, it's Zac Purton.
The champion jockey of this year, Zac Purton, representing Hong Kong.
The champion jockey of this year is Zac Purton, representing Hong Kong.
The champion jockey of this year, Zac Purton, representing Hong Kong.
I think it's the elite Jockeys Championship around the world, especially being in my backyard. Here in Hong Kong, riding at Happy Valley, it's a special place for me. But they always get a really strong line-up, and it's never easy to compete, and it's even harder to win it. It's really hard. They're going to 4 legs now, so there's the extra race there for everyone to try and get some points out of, and the new system I think has worked well. It's given jockeys a bit more of an opportunity and a bit more of a chance, whereas before you could have been dumped with sort of 3 average horses and been no chance at all. But now it's a lot fairer, and I think we've seen that in the tighter finishes and the better competition. Yeah, I think it's great. It's there every week, which is good. The beer garden gets rocking as the night goes on, and with all the international visitors in town for the IJC, it adds a little bit more excitement. And obviously we have the new lights, which they like to play with, and yeah, it's a special place. you know, fortunately for me, I get to test myself against the best jockeys from around the world every week, every meeting. So, you know, it's always a challenge in that respect, but it goes up a notch for the IJC. There's a lot more on the line, a lot more at stake, including some pride and, you know, a new jacket, a new watch and a new whip to go with it all. But yeah, I do enjoy it. You need so much luck at Happy Valley. Barriers can be very important. They can certainly win and lose your races, and then track bias, tempo, getting a clean run, you know, all those things go into it. You can get on an average horse, draw the right barrier and get the right run, and you're a chance to win the race. So it can give a lot more horses an opportunity to win, and you can't make any mistakes there. You need everything to go right from start to finish.
There is Zac Tom. There's not too many times he'd have to buy himself a watch around Christmas time with the amount of ones he's won here.
No, he's probably got a few of them in the cupboard, the Longines stacked away there, and whether he's got the book of rides tomorrow night, Paul, to do it, that's probably a little bit debatable, but he always lays down a fierce challenge.
He's going to have to be his best, definitely with the four that he's got, but as you can see on screen there now, we know Zac so well here, three-time winner of the IJC as well. So, look, he knows his way around Happy Valley. He does it every week. He's got Side Happy, Charming Steed, Aestheticism and Giant Leap. There is 4 chances.
He went very close last year to winning it too and making it 4-timer. But it's time now to have a look at the first leg of the IJC. It is race number 4 and it lines up this way. Sergeant Pepper loves the trip. Ryan Moore partners Grand Nova. Lean Master goes forward. Champion Method was heavily backed and won last time. Then we've got Not the Silly One, Circuit 7, plenty of pace. It is a race, Paul, with plenty of speed, which is good because you've revolutionised the speed map. You've plugged in the iPad to the screen and look what you've come up with.
There we go. We've got a bit of interactive here with the Parents Love. I think he can get to the rail first. He's got plenty of good early speed there on the inside. The one on his outside, Spicy Spangle, led at his last start as well. So they should set up a good pace. Sergeant Pepper from barrier 8, it just doesn't look like there's too much speed for him. Grand Nova at the back there, he's drawn barrier number 12. So I think he's going to have to go all the way back.
That is the speed map. We move on to a replay, Tom, and winning form around Champion Method. Took a long time for him to win again, Champion Method, but the money came for him. The ride from Andrea was excellent, and last time he won 2 in a row. Yeah,
and I think he can do it again. Look at him here, he's back on the fence and has to come across 4 horses' heels here to get a clear run. He was able to get that clear run eventually and balanced up and attacked the line strongly, and there was a whole truckload of money for him this night too, Paul.
Yeah, there was. Now, he's up £6 for that. But he's on a rating of 52. When he won that second race last time, he won off 57, and he's 1 for 1 course and distance.
Karis Teaton rides him, Paul. He's no stranger to success in the IJC and gets himself a really nice ride as he will be very competitive again with the book of rides he has.
I think Karis will be very happy with the book that he's seen. It gives him a really good winning chance, and especially with this one. Champion Method, I think, is a very good chance. Chater Gold's been running well. Now, Silo didn't like the wet track last time. Prior to that, he'd been running so well. And Sugar loves it around Happy Valley. Look, I think he's a big chance, Karis.
He certainly is. Sugar. He'll be trying to get a good run back on the inside there like he did last time out. Never had to come round a horse.
As we move on to this replay, Paul, and it's Spicy Spangle leading for home here. One of the pace influencers in the race was on the back up from the weekend prior where he'd won.
Yeah, he did. Now, you can see him go straight to the front. He's drawn barrier number 11. Parents Love's drawn underneath him in barrier 9. I think he's going to put a bit of pace on with Spicy Spangle. So that's just a little bit of a concern for me.
And his best performances have been over 1,200 metres, so I think he's a little suspect here at the 1,000.
Grand Nova, Tom, is a course and distance winner. Here he is running 5th last time at Shah 10, switches back to Happy Valley. No luck with the draw, but does have Ryan Moore on board.
Yeah, he does, and he's just got to overcome barrier 12, which I think is going to be a difficult task here unless there's a whole lot of pace on and he can run over the top of them. I liked him here this time round. I thought he stayed on well. This was behind Alluring Lau, who was a winner on the debut, but just found it tough to have him here, even though Paulie found some trouble.
Yeah, he needs them to go absolutely silly in front. That's his best chance.
And this might be a horse that could go silly in front, Paul, because Parents Love tore along in a recent trial and kept on going.
Loves to lead, and he's an out-and-out 1,000-metre race. They started him over 1,200. He got out to a massive lead and just couldn't see out the 1,200. 1,000 looks good. He's found winning form now as well. He took a little while to get there. But the way he won last start, there's no reason why he can't run well again.
I've got him in. My only other little reservation is he's 0 from 8 in the grade across all columns. Look at the horse he's beaten there. That's healthy. He won 2 last week.
He did indeed, so it's certainly good form around him. Vincent Ho takes the ride on Parents Love, Tom, and Vincent heads into HKIR for the first time in quite a while with no golden 60.
He's been in terrific form over the last few weeks, has Vincent, particularly at Happy Valley. Of course, he won the IJC last year, and this time round he's got Parents Love. Lucky Banner, who he has ridden before, Jumbo Legend, he's got a great association with him, and Super Joy and Fun, he's trialled well recently coming into it, but did win about 3 or 4 starts ago.
He did, so that's a look at the first leg of the IJC. Paul, who takes maximum points?
I think Karis can, with Champion Method. He's on top for me from Parents Love. Vincent Ho there for second. I'm going to put Circuit 7. Colin Keane, he's run second of this rating before, and Lean Master, William Buick, in there for 4th. So 4, 10, 8, 3 for me.
Yeah, I think Parents Love, Champion Method can win the first leg as well for Karis Teaton. I've got Parents Love in, but only for 3rd. Lean Master makes it in. He'll be trying to be up on the pace somewhere. And Silver Spurs might be some sort of an outside chance for James McDonald. Shadow Roll Off, Cheek Pieces Go On. Did have some trouble in the straight last time out. But Champion Method, Karis Teaton for the first leg.
And that is the preview of race number 4. Off to a break here on the IJC Special Racing to Win. We've got a whole lot more to come right after this. Welcome back. Extended Racing to Win as we're up to leg number 2 now of the Longines IJC on Wednesday night. It's race number 5 and it's a 1650 metre class 4. Sure Joyful at the top, 2-time course and distance winner. Viva Chaleur Hood on pacifiers with cows again. Jumbo Fortune blinkers off, visor goes on. Charming Steed is first up for a while, and Golden Darcy has run 4th, both of his 2 runs back. And Yuga Kawada for Japan takes the ride on him. Paul, grab your PlayStation controller, push the X button and fly those gates open.
Away we go. Super Baby, barrier number 1, should go straight to the front, hold that rail with Rachel King aboard. Lucky Banner's going to put pressure on him though. He likes to go forward as well. Vincent Ho is aboard him. He's going to come across from his wide draw. Tater Gold, Karis Teaton, he'll be looking for some covering, knows Happy Valley well. He'll be trying to tuck in from his wide draw. 6th Generation, arguably one of the best rated horses going around on Wednesday night. He'll want pace on, but he should get it in this race.
From the speed map, we move on to an interview Nick has done with the trainer of Jumbo Fortune. It's David Eustace.
David Eustace, we've got the IJC coming up on Wednesday. It's your first meeting at the IJC as a trainer, of course. You've got Jumbo Fortune. You've ended up with a certain Hugh Bowman on as well, which can't be a bad thing.
Yeah, it's funny how it works out. Hugh asked if he could ride after last start. And I said, sorry, we're going to the IJC, and he's ended up on his back. So a good result, good gate. And, you know, he hasn't had too many goes at the Valley. But, you know, the way he's ridden patiently and needs speed on, obviously timing and momentum is going to be key, but if everything falls his way, I think, funnily enough, it could be a track that suits, and he's ran some reasonable races there as well.
I know, granted, we have spoken about him previously, and obviously his percentage as far as winning races is rather low, granted, just a one-time winner, but you seem to have him going sweetly enough this season. I mean, he's never really run a bad race for you so far.
No, well, he's sort of extremely likeable, but also frustrating, but, you know, you can't really knock a horse who's had 5 starts for, you know, 3 seconds, a 3rd and a 4th, so, you know, he's earning plenty of prize money for his owners. He's great to have around the yard. He likes his work and he's sound, and I'm sure he'll run well again.
You've just tweaked the headgear with him, you've changed it around a little bit. Visors, first time off for the blinker. Is that just trying to eke out as much as you can?
Yeah, exactly. You know, James said after last start, you know, maybe try something different. So we are, and hopefully it works.
Just having a look ahead after Wednesday night, it's obviously the big day for the international meeting on Sunday. Bit of a family affair this for the Eustaces, and Harry's obviously got a runner, and he's going to be, I think, the fourth family member now to have runners here in Hong Kong?
Yeah, look, it's obviously a very exciting week. Great for Harry's horse to be here, and to see him training every day, and his team. Laura's doing a great job. And Jerome and Kieran's got runners, so Sam Friedman is a great mate of mine. So yeah, it's obviously just great to be a part of it, and hopefully we can all get together and enjoy it, and hopefully they will run well too.
David Eustace there talking about Docklands, but more importantly from his stable, Tom, Jumbo Fortune. The man that's going to take the ride on Jumbo Fortune is in form. He's fresh off a three-timer on the weekend.
Yes, he'd had a bit of a lean trot, but things have come good again for Hugh Bowman. Of course, 106 Group 1 winners across his career. Many of them, of course, with Winks, a winner of this in 2016, and he's got not the silly one. Jumbo Fortune Lavero, who was a winner in the Stewards' Room last time out, and Gustos Sissimo, who's the last winner, and he's come up with a good gate too.
That is Hugh's rides. How do you see Jumbo Fortune quickly, Paul?
Well, it's 1 win from 44 starts. That just worries me a bit.
OK, we'll move straight on to Prince Alex, who's a last start winner. Sure Joyful runs second. He's a very consistent horse, Sure Joyful. Prince Alex finally getting the job done. He goes up £3 for it, and James McDonald is the man on board.
Yeah, so the only thing with him is Prince Alex is he's been a little bit slow away in a couple, so he'll just need to be on his mettle there. Look, I did like the run of Sure Joyful here, and as you say, he's so consistent, this horse, so he's definitely going in for me.
Yeah, winner 2 starts ago. Colin Keane jumps aboard from Barry number 8, and Prince Alex, of course, nearly stole it 3 runs ago, and then got that win last time out, and he only goes up £3 for that victory too.
And James McDonald is the man we focus on now. Tom, the Longines world's best jockey, looking to win Longines IJC.
Yes, he'll be crowned that at the gala dinner on Friday night. 104 Group 1 wins across his CV there, and second in this in 2011, a long time ago. Silver Spurs for Casper Founds, Prince Alex there for Douglas White, Comet Splendido for Danny Shum, and Chateau Neuf for David Hayes, who's definitely not without a chance. He's been working with Ka Ying Rising too.
That's a good report on him. You can see that on the website if you want to check that track work out. Paul Super Baby 4th, Can't Go Wong 5th. A rare non-top 4 finish for Can't Go Wong. He could be a relation as far as performances go to Jumbo Fortune Can't Go Wong.
Very similar profiles, aren't they? He's had 28 starts for just the 1 win. He's had numerous placings, though. Super Baby sort of missed the start here and went back. I'm sure they're going to be positive and really push him out of the gates for Rachel King. But Can't Go Wong, William Buick will be trying to get the best out of him.
Yeah, certainly on a minor line is Can't Go Wong. And I give Super Baby some sort of a chance here as well, because they tried to go forward the first turn, was caught wide, ended up having to go way back, but it was a good run and defeat, I thought.
Profile time now, Paul. Rachel King is the focus at the moment. Rachel's going to partner Super Baby in this, and there's not too many better stables you'd want to be riding for at the moment.
No, exactly right, and that stable's going so well. Is Mark Newnham's stable. She's got Super 60 as well. Summer Khan goes forward. And also the last one, I think, Storming Dragon. I think that's a really good chance for Rachel King, Storming Dragon.
Every horse with an S in its name for Rachel, so if you're an S fan, that's the one you go with. Viva Chaleur, Tom, better last time, finishing 3rd. This was his best performance for quite some time. Ryan Moore rides for Pierron.
He really does need to front up this horse. I didn't mind him going into last start. Hood's going on here. The pacifiers with the cows are also going back on. He's had a recent trial since. Got checked early and then hampered at the top of the straight here and copped a bit of a bumping, but still stayed on well behind Lucky Touch and Firefoot.
He's definitely got Ryan Moore's going to help him, but he's only ran 3rd from his 17 starts, the best we've seen from him.
One more to look at, Paul, and it's 6th generation. You might have given us a hint earlier in the speed map when you suggested how well rated this horse is.
His last win was off 68. He's now down to 50. I thought it was a good run on the all-weather because his best runs have been by far here at Happy Valley. He looks a Happy Valley horse. He was wide all the way and he stayed on really nicely here for 4th. So a really good run from 6th generation. He's drawn 11, but there is pace in this race, so he should be one at odds. And I think Holly Doyle will get a really good tune out of him. 553
days since he's had a win. Didn't win at all last season, only had a few minor placings. I think when he did win his races, it was all about 4 in a row. So had a couple of dry seasons now.
All right, but that stops Wednesday night.
I think so. Well, look, he's well rated, as you say, and on his best. he could easily win this race. And that fourth showed he's back to a bit of form, I think. He's on top. Golden Darcy and Jumbo Fortune come out of the same race. Good run from Golden Darcy. Comes back to Happy Valley up and trip. Sure Joyful, Jumbo Fortune. 7-11-1-4.
Jumbo Fortune, the one I'm going with here for Hugh Bowman and David Eustace to beat Viva Chaleur and Ryan Moore. Super Baby, hopefully they can get in and be a lot closer with him this time round for Rachel King and William Buick aboard Can't Go Wong. 4, 3, 12 and 5.
And that is the midpoint of the IJC Racing to Win special. Off to a break, back with the third leg preview right after this. What a day Sunday. The headline act, of course, Romantic Warrior looking for his third Hong Kong Cup. Liberty Island's here to take him on, but they're coming from all corners of the globe to race in the Turf World Championships, the 4 Group 1s at Sha Tin on Sunday. We have to get through Happy Valley on Wednesday night first as we continue this preview for the IJC in the third leg. Has Lavero at the top of the book, last start winner. Semacan's on a 7-day backup. Silo has his second look at Happy Valley. Daring Pursuiter's unbeaten course and distance. Jumbo Legend, Vincent Ho's got a wonderful draw. He knows him extremely well. Aestheticism has the blinkers off and Soleil Fighter has placed at the trip. We move on from that, Paul, to congratulations. You've progressed on to level number 3 in the game.
Exactly. Lavero won it in the steward's room last time. He's drawn wide, but he likes the lead, so I think he's going to have to go forward from that wide draw. Now, Samacan has drawn wide as well, and I think he'll come across with Rachel King aboard. Soleil Fighter should get a lovely run just in behind there. Now, Aestheticism, Zac Purton does know this horse quite well. He's ridden him plenty of times, and he's going to have to go back, I think, from his draw. He normally goes back anyway.
We've heard from the king of the IJC to kick off the show. We better hear now from the defending champion about his ride, Jumbo Legend. It's Nick with Vincent Ho.
Vincent Ho, reigning IJC champion. The draw was made yesterday. You've ended up with Jumbo Legend, which was a stroke of genius. He's a horse you know really well.
Yeah, what a coincidence. You know, good to be on him, of course, which I know very well. Got a great ton of foot, but you know, hopefully the race panned out well and have some pace on.
How reliant is he, Vincent, on that strong pace? Because he's looked so dominant late when he does let down and finish off strongly. I mean, just having a quick look on paper, it doesn't look to be the strongest tempo, but I guess you'd be hoping that isn't the case.
Yeah, let's hope there will be some pace on, but at least we had a better draw, so it doesn't, you know, need to be too far back. It can be a bit closer if the pace wasn't too quick.
I mean, sort of at this level, from a good draw, etc. I mean, he's very much a solid Happy Valley horse nowadays, isn't he, with his form?
Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, Sha Tin is still ran well. He had a prep run early this season, so you know, Happy Valley, of course, yeah, won there, but even Sha Tin, I think, one day it might be performing there.
Vincent, we know how much you enjoy sort of travelling and seeing a bit of the world. The world's coming to see us this time around, obviously with the international jockeys. How excited do you get, obviously being a Hong Kong hometown hero, if you were, to ride against some of these guys and girls?
It's, you know, always a privilege to ride against all, you know, in the same races with all the top jockeys. You know, we have seen each other you know, during the summer or during the winter here. So, you know, it's good fun to be out there for sure. We do our best, but also enjoying to ride with them, you know.
Plan very much to go back to back as well.
Well, yeah, optimistic. You know, just do my best each race and let's see how it goes.
There he is, Vincent Ho. Tom, what of Jumbo Legend's chances in the third leg?
Well, he's always sort of struggled off this rating, but I'm going to elevate him up here a bit amongst the numbers because Vincent does know him well, and he's a horse that's got a great turn of football.
Yeah, he definitely has. He's got a really good turn of foot. Yeah, the rating worries me a little bit. He was never going to win that race until right on the post last start, wasn't he? He just came from nowhere. So I'm not so sure with him.
Daring Pursuit, Paul can't have done any more than what he's done in his couple of trips around the 1650 at Happy Valley. Can that continue this week?
I definitely want to include him because he's in such good form. He's a 3-time winner from his 8 starts. He's got Ryan Moore aboard. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 6. Look, Casper's got a few horses in this race. I think this is the best of his chances, though, and I really like the way he finished off and won this race.
Goes up £5. He's 2 from 2 course and distance. He had that lovely run, sort of 3 back, 1 off the fence. He's my idea of the winner here.
This man's profile, Tom, needs absolutely no introduction.
Certainly does not. Ryan Moore there, of course, champion jockey of the world. 206 Group 1 winners right around the globe. A 2-time winner of the Longines International Jockeys Championship 09 and 2010. He's got Grand Nova for John Size, Viva Chaleur, Daring Pursuit, and rounds out with Lucky 8, who produced a good performance last time out, did Lucky 8.
We move on from Ryan's rides, Paul, into the profile on Holly Doyle, who joins us again and become a regular as part of the IJC.
Yeah, she loves it over here, and she's always good with us, with the media and the crowds, and they really like her. She had the 10 Group 1. She was second, joint second's her best. That was back in 2021. She's got Circuit Real. I like Sixth Generation. I think he's a really good chance. So I think she could have a win there. Salil Fighter will have his opportunity, and Goko win.
Holly with some rides outside of the 4 legs of the IJC also. Back to the replays, Tom, we go with Lavero, who wins this race on protest last time. Super Unicorn, he was so impressive in Class 4. He's yet to win in Class 3, but he's run 2 placings over the course and distance.
He gave it a good shake here, but he just lost it in the steward's room in the end. Just wanted to lay in and take the line there of Lavero. So Lavero's going up £7. It was a real turnaround on form because he'd put in a few absolute shockers coming into this performance. But I still want to keep Super Unicorn safe here because he nearly got it here, Paul.
He did. I like the horse finishing really strongly down the outside there as well. Silo. I don't think it was a good to yielding track that night. I don't think he was suited by the good to yielding track. But I agree with what Tom says. Super Unicorn will go in as well.
Never good when the water gets in the silo.
No, definitely not.
It's not good for the crops. We move on to Semican, Paul. This is a week ago running second. Comet Splendetto was first up from a break. Do either of these two figure?
Not for me. Look, he's drawn wide, Samarkand. He's barrier number 12. I prefer him over slightly longer as well. This was an 1,800-metre race. He's back now here to the 1650. So not for me.
And he has barrier 12 this time round. He pretty much had every chance. Was just nutted here by, of course, Rocket Spade. And Comet Splendid was a real blanket finish there. There was only a length covering the top 7.
William Buick is our next profile, Tom, and the last time we saw him in Hong Kong, he came with Rebels Romance and just tore the locals apart.
Yeah, hacked up in the Champions and Chater Cup. 108 Group 1 wins for William. He travels a lot to all different parts of the globe, and he's got Lean Master for Dennership, Can't Go Wong, M Unicorn for Casper Founds, and Denfield, who actually ran all right last time out, but he's always been suspect in this grade.
He has it with his best performance in Class 3 last time for Denfield. That's a look at the third leg, Paul. What are your selections?
Going to go with Silo, the horse we saw coming down the outside there on a good to yielding track, back on a expected good track. I think he can perform and win. The stable's in red hot form as well. So that's another win for Carristeton for me. Romantic Lau, he finished off really strongly as well. Colin Keane aboard, Daring Pursuit with Ryan Moore, and Super Unicorn, Miguel Barcelona.
It's the Casper Founds Quinella for the third leg of the IJC. Daring Pursuit and Jumbo Legend. Of course, Ryan Moore riding Daring Pursuit. Vincent Ho on Jumbo Legend. Barcelona, of course, with the Super Unicorn, and Silo for Carristeton goes in for fourth. 6, 8, 10 and 5.
3 legs down. One race to preview for the Longines IJC. That will come up right after this break. Welcome back. There is one leg to preview on this Racing to Win IJC special. It's the fourth leg. It is race number 8 and the field looks this way. And there is 6 last start winners in this. Sugar is one of them. He goes up £3. Gusto Sissimo's another one. He goes up 6. Kairos Dragon's a last start winner. He carries an extra 6. Super Joy and Fun has a better draw. Lucky 8 race wide last time and held on for 4th. Denfield, as Tom said before the break, his best effort in Class 3 last start. Spicy Gold's looking for 4 wins in a row. He comes up into Class 3 for the first time. Giant Leap's a last start winner. He makes his way into this grade for the first time, as does Storming Dragon, who has never finished worse than top 4, and Rachel King takes the ride on him for Jamie Richards down the bottom of the book. We're getting towards the end of the game now, Paul, so let's see if you can get the winner of the last leg. We've got Denfield on screen and William Buick just diving in between horses there.
He is. Look, Gusto Sissimo, they had a plan last time to lead, and that was from a wide draw. He's drawn barrier 3 now, so I think he'll go and lead. Zac Purton should get his chance on Giant Leap there, just in behind. He should get himself in a lovely position, but right on his outside will be James McDonald on Chateau Neuf. He should put himself right there. Now, it looks tough for Aurora Lady. He's drawn wide and he likes to go forward. Storming Dragon behind him, he's going to have to try and slot in there somewhere, and I'm not sure if Sugar's going to get the same run as he got last time. If he is to get that, he's going to have to go all the way to the back, Sugar, because he didn't go round a horse last start when he did win. So I think that he could be a little bit wide coming into the first spin.
He's quite good at running backwards, isn't he?
He was,
yeah. Sugar, yeah, those back legs going quite well there. We've got an interview, first of all, that Nick has done with the rider of last start winner Gusto Sissimo. He didn't ride the horse, but he does in the fourth leg. It's Nick with Hugh Bowman.
Hugh Bowman, previous winner of the IJC. It's a big night coming up at the Valley on Wednesday night, and we had the draw and the rider allocation yesterday. Those rides look pretty tasty for you.
Yeah, I have fared quite well in the draw. I mean, that's going to be another thing to get the job done, but no, we're going into the IJC with some handy rides, very open races. I think it's going to be an outstanding night's racing, and honoured to be a part of it.
Race 8, you're riding Gusto Sissimo, last start winner for Tony Cruz. You've got a couple for Tony, in fact you've got Lavera as well, but Gusto Sissimo, I know you've never ridden him before, but just having a look back at his win last time, he went forward, he was positive on him, and you got the job done. You're drawn well here on Wednesday night.
Well, he was very well backed last start, noticeably, and performed accordingly, so he's got a better draw this time. It's a very open race. I think there's a bit more depth to this race than the race he won last start, but in saying that, he's going in with outstanding form. He's been consistent all season, and yeah, he's got a good draw. He's got a lot in his favour, so hopefully he can win.
It's interesting you say it, because the horse at the top, Sugar, you won on last time, so you certainly know at least one of his rivals quite well.
Yeah, that's right. And like I said, it's a very open race, but we've drawn well. He's got the tactical speed. Quite happy to lead if nothing takes it up, but he's coming from a really solid last start win, and hopefully he can repeat that performance.
You've ridden in a few of these sort of competitions. I guess this one ultra special now that you're based here as well.
Well, it's very nice to be representing Hong Kong this year. I've ridden in it many times, as I said, and it's always a great jockey challenge to be part of. I think in my personal opinion, it leads the way in global jockey challenges, and it's always fun to ride against your peers from around the world and catch up with them, and without the pressure of being a signature race. It's a bit more relaxed than that, but still it's good prize money on offer, and it's a very unique circuit, as we know, and to be representing Hong Kong is a huge honour, as I said.
That is Hugh, Tom, on Gusto Sissimo. He's part of that big night for Tony Cruz winning last time. Can he do it again?
I think he can. I wasn't expecting him to go forward last time out. I had him in the numbers in his prior run, the meeting that, of course, was ultimately cancelled at the end there. But for him to go forward and, I think, dictate last time, Paul, was a bit of a surprise from the draw.
Yeah, it was, but it worked, didn't it? So, like, from barrier 3, he's not going to have to work as much to get there. And, look, it was a really strong win from him. So, yeah, he definitely goes in for me. He's hard to leave out.
He's in this replay too, Paul. This was the run 2 starts ago, and Sugar wins the race. Now, he carries an extra £3 for the victory, but he draws barrier 9. course and distance as he's go, he's now a 6-time winner over the 1200.
Great ride from Hugh in this race, and he got the run just before Gusto Sissimo there as well. So, look, he's drawn wide now. He's drawn barrier 9, which could be a lot trickier from that inside draw he got last time. It was just a really good ride, I think. He got home, but we know he does like it round Happy Valley, but look, with 134 barrier 9, it's concerned me.
Yeah, he's just not going to be getting the same opportunity, is he, from barrier number 9 this time round. He's £3 up in the handicap again. He's £5 worse off with Kairos Dragon, who beat him a couple of runs ago. So I've left him out this time.
Here is that win by Kairos Dragon, Tom. Sugar 8 leading for home, Gusto Sissimo 2nd. So we've seen those two in the previous replays, and Kairos Dragon had their measure. How does he stack up from a good draw? Firstly against those two and the others in this race.
Yeah, good ride for Colin Keane here. 49 days on since this last victory over Gusto Sissimo, and did it well. Didn't look like he was probably going to win at this point, but really jumped out of the ground late, and he's one that I sort of had on the cusp, Paul, but didn't quite make it in the end. It's such a strong race.
Yeah, exactly the same. And look, you wouldn't be surprised if he won. He's drawn nicely in barrier number 2. Colin Keane's got a good book of rides as well.
We'll have a look at them right now, Paul, as we welcome the Irishman back to Happy Valley. Comes here for the first time in a little while, and of course based in Ireland, and you can tell us about his 4 rides and who are best of them short.
Yeah, look, he's had 12 Group 1 wins. He's been here. He's won a leg before. He ran 2nd in 2018 that year. The Circuit 7's been racing consistently, I think, as has Sure Joyful. I don't mind Romantic Lau as well. So I think all 3 of those can score points. So they're all in my numbers, and Kairos Dragon was on the cusp. I wouldn't be surprised if he scored points in just about every race.
All right, so that's a good push for Colin from Paul. Tom, we move on to Go Win running 2nd in this race. Aurora Lady 5th. He's just struggled a bit, Aurora Lady, to take the step up to Class 3. And we saw on the speed map it could be a tough run for him, and it was a big performance by Lucky 8, even though there's a 4 next to his name.
Yeah, it was a big performance from him back in the field. He had barrier 11, he's come up with that again. He's got a little bit of extra weight to carry here, but it was a good run behind Brave Star. On Aurora Lady, got into a minor speed battle last time out. That race was ultimately won by Swift Descendant. That was a better performance, Paul, from Go Win. He's not won with his new trainer, Douglas White. His previous win was off 74 with Dennis Yip.
Yeah, so he's well rated there, but I thought Shadow Nerf, they might just a little bit closer with him. He's drawn nicely in barrier 4, so I think he'll get his opportunity.
Couple more profiles to look at, Tom. We start with the Frenchman, Mikhail Barcelona, who is certainly no stranger to Hong Kong racing during the big meetings.
No, and he's always very popular when he comes here and rides. 40 Group 1 winners, of course, heavily involved with the Godolphin team. Joint 2nd in 2021, and he's got rides of Sergeant Pepper in the first over 1,000 metres. Forever Glorious, Super Unicorn, I thought probably his best chance, and Aurora Lady in the last leg.
Yeah, they've all drawn wide, unfortunately, for him, except for Super Unicorn, so I think that's his best chance.
On from Colin we go, Paul, to a last start winner in Storming Dragon. He'd been very consistent. If there was a horse that deserved to win a race, it was him. He spotted the lead pair, which is Spicy, Spangle and Affirm. A bit of a start turning for home, but in the end he was too classy. Yeah,
it was a really nice win from him. Look, he'd been threatening to do this, to be fair, for a long time. He was just nutted 2 starts ago by Beauty Destiny. Ran against Spicy Gold prior to that as well. So, look, he's got barrier 8, so Rachel King will need to get him into a good position, but it was a strong win.
He thoroughly deserved this too. Wound up really strongly in the straight. And of course, the horse that beat him a couple of runs ago, Beauty Destiny, hacked up the other day. So the form's all tied in there nicely.
And we can further see that form now, Tom, with Spicy Gold, who's won his last 2. Mark Newnham's horses are absolutely flying. We've got Spicy Gold winning this. He's won several races in a row. Storming Dragon has won since, and your favourite, Beauty Destiny, has grown a leg.
Well, he might go on the tips next time, Beauty Destiny, but this horse here, he's a different horse, this son of So You Think. He's won his last 3 in a row. It's whether he can take that next step with Yuga Kawada on board. Nothing wrong with his trials leading into this, but he's just had a complete attitude change as well, Paul.
He's going well. It's just where is the ceiling? We don't know yet, because he's won his last 3.
He has indeed. Yuga Kawada, Paul, is the man that's going to ride him. Tell us a bit more about the Japanese rider.
Yeah, look, he's well known right around the world as Yuga Kawada, with 31 Group 1 wins, a hero in Japan. He's a poster boy over there. Best has it been a 5th, that was back in 2019. Spicy Spangle should lead. I like Golden Darcy. He goes in the numbers for me, and Spicy Gold, he's doing nothing wrong recently.
We're not done yet. There's still another replay to see for the final race. That is how quality this race is, Tom, with so many last start winners. Giant Leap's run one bad race this time in was when he missed the start.
Yeah, and I liked him that night too, and he was off at 5.6. Of course, he's had a win already this season. He won at the back end of last season. It was sort of a little bit staggering to see him pay 11-1 to win this last time out, given a lovely ride by Andrea Ratzin. He was up on the speed outside the leader, and he actually won going away. I've got him in here, Paul, from barrier number 1, providing he can jump cleanly, because he's got a lightweight here, and I think that brings him right in.
Yeah, and I think with Zac Purton aboard as well, that's going to help the horse.
It's a combination we haven't seen a lot this season, Zac Purton and Ricky Yu. Normally they team up quite often, but they only teamed up twice this season without a win.
OK, that is a stat from Tom around Zac and Ricky Yu. This is such a good race, Paul, that if it comes down to this race to decide the winner, if you're on just about any horse, you'd consider yourself a chance, wouldn't
you think it's going to be a really good betting race. It's a really good race to finish. I'm going down the bottom with the light-weighted horse here, Storming Dragon. He's so consistent, this horse. Always runs a race for you. Comes out of some strong form races. Shadow Nerth, I think, will be a little bit closer. Gustosissimo will be Catch Me If You Can out in front. It was really eye-catching, that last run of Lucky 8. 12-5-2-6.
Yeah, staying with Gustosissimo, we're here, provided an excellent win, I thought, last time out from barrier number 10 when they rolled the dice and went forward, and he had been threatening to win one for a while, had Gustosissimo. Only start number 6 for him Wednesday night, so he's on top to beat 5. Chateau Nerf. Giant Leap goes in for Zac Purton, and Super Joy and Fun. The stable's not exactly firing on all cylinders at the moment, but I thought his trial looked good coming into this. He ran second in that trial, and Vincent Ho rides 2, 5, 10 and 4.
Pressure time, you two. Are you ready? Karis Teeton 2019, Zac Purton 20 and 21, Marquand de Souza 22, Vincent Ho 23. Who is going to win the 2024 Paul IJC champion jockey?
Karis Teeton. I think Karis can win it again. I've got him on top in a couple of wins there. Colin Keane very consistent there as well. I've got him scoring points. Holly Doyle and Rachel King. For the ladies, but I've got Karis on top for me.
The on-topper for me is Hugh Bowman to become a 2-time winner of the IJC. To score 24 points, a couple of winners there for Hugh. Ryan Moore making it in as well with 18 points, and Karis Teeton with third placing there, 12 points. But Hugh Bowman to be a 2-time IJC winner.
There it is. That is all of the information for the 4 legs of the IJC. We're not done just yet. We do need some best bets, some plays and a long shot. And Paul, there was no last run reminder on the show today, just being a special. So if you just want to give us a sneaky last run reminder, which have been in good form.
They have. Look, the one I like is in between the races, the IJC. So race 6, we take a break for race 6. So we want to get some cash. And that one, I thought Master of My Universe was a very good run on debut for second. So I think he can go one better.
There you go. That's the last run reminder. There's heaps on the website. Everything is on the website. Race previews, everything you want to know about HKIR and racing in Hong Kong. Your best, Paul.
Well, hopefully we'll get some cash for the last. Send everyone home happy. I don't think they'll go straight home, a lot of them. But Stunning Peach is this one. Very unlucky. Look, lost momentum, held up. And he looks a really good type, this horse. And still in traffic. Then he gets a little bit of a gap. And he comes through that gap and finishes off really strongly. And by that stage, Karma was off and gone. So a really nice run from him. And I think coming to Happy Valley will suit him. The play, California Moxie, you've been with this horse a few times, but it's his first time up over a trip. He's up to 1650. And the play of the day, we'll do it in race number 7, Romantic Lao Silo in Daring Pursuit, one of the legs of the IJC.
Where are they going to go after the last? Champion Method, race 4, number 4, Danny Schumann to Karis Teeton last start winner. He's the best. Hail to the victors. He is having his second start. First up wasn't too bad. Pulled up lame, has won a trial since. He's race number 3 and the play. You can either go the Quinella or the Forecast. Chilchibi, Stunning Peach in the last.
We'll go. The last run reminder as the best. Master of My Universe, great debut. Wide draw, but fitter and flew home. Zac Purton and John Size. The long shot. There's a lot of pace in this race, so Silver Spurs can sit just in behind them. James McDonald for Casper Founds. And the play comes up in race 6. Master of My Universe, Smart Fighter and Well Hero to add some value for 10-11 in a QQP. It is time to pull up the diary. Venues after Wednesday night do not appear in the diary, but not only is there racing Wednesday and Sunday, Tom, there is so much on this track work shows too on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, so make sure you join us then, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That'll be all on the website, to YouTube as well, hkjc.com for the track work specials there, Paul, and going to be a huge day Sunday afternoon.
Oh, isn't it? Everyone's in town now. I mean, most people have arrived, so it's all systems go for Wednesday night.
It is, and we'll see you at Happy Valley. Thanks to the boys, both Tom and Paul. Thanks to you as well for this extended edition of Racing to Win. A reminder, the first on IJC night is at 6:30.